How to say no without actually saying it from a communications expert. So there are situations in life, personal and professional, where you got to say no to something. And, some people might be thinking, oh, just be aggressive, put down your boundaries and just say no. Well, there might be situations where you're dealing with somebody who's very volatile. You could be dealing with somebody who's even violent.
Whenever anything is not going his way, he lashes out with unnecessary anger and borderline violence.
Or something that could affect your career. And it might be a smarter move, more tactical move to say no in a little bit of a softer way. So the first way to do this is essentially to say your time is booked. To say, I'm sorry, I don't have any time for any other tasks right now. I have other things on my plate, and that's it. So this is really good because it doesn't blame the other person. It doesn't turn them down right away. It just simply, I think, is probably the most common way that people do this. The other way actually is to set a boundary, to say that I save my weekends for my family, or I've already wanted to do this, really badly tonight, so I'm afraid I can't do that. This is a way of saying no, but it's a way of saying no, not by saying you're too busy, but by saying that you do prioritize yourself and that something's important to you. That way, if they come back and they want you to do it anyways, they're kind of showing that they're a dick about it, right? I mean, if you say, hey, I really want to spend time with my spouse, we have a date night planned or something, and someone goes, oh no, I want you to, help proofread my book anyways. Well, that's kind of a dick move, and then it's much easier to say no to them anyways if they expose themselves as that. Another thing is to delegate. You might not be the best person for this job. That happens all the time. If you simply say, hey, I can't do it right now, but maybe so-and-so could do it. They're much better at editing than I am. If I was asked to edit a book, even though I'm a published author and international bestseller, my editing skills kind of suck. So I would probably ask somebody else to do it, and I would give them several options. So delegating is another way to say no, but you're not exactly saying no. You're giving them other choices, trying to solve their problem, and that at least helps. If you really want to be passive aggressive, the last thing I would say, though, if you're really afraid of how someone's going to react, is ask for time. Just say, I'm not sure, let me get back to you. And I don't like this move. I don't like doing it myself. I would only say in extreme situations, because it is passive aggressive. It is not answering something directly. And it's just not a way that I want to conduct myself or live my life. But, again, I don't know everyone's situation. You could be in a situation where you're afraid this person's going to get angry or blow up, or they're going to, blast you online and say what a horrible person you are. I mean, there's a lot of toxic people out there. We've all experienced it in life. So there might be some situations where if you just say, let me think about it, I'm not sure, and you delay them, maybe in that time they'll find somebody else to do the task, or they'll just forget about it. Again, I don't like the passive aggressive route, but it can be a tactic. So I hope you use some of these tactics, and you don't have to use them all. If you like content about communications, the reason why I'm talking is I run Faro Communications, a communications company. We do PR and marketing for clients all around the world out of Buffalo, New York. I've done this for 12 years. So my approach is more of a professional basis. My focus on content on this channel is all about how to communicate better in a professional format. But, we get into all sorts of communication issues. So if you like that sort of stuff, just like and subscribe, and share this with somebody else that that has a lot of difficulty saying no. That's good.